Welcome to Lead with Clarity. This is a space for leaders who want to grow without losing themselves in the process. Each episode is a short reflection on leadership, influence, and the inner work that shapes how we show up for others. It's not hype, it's not noise, just clear thinking for the journey of leading well. Today's episode is entitled Greatness is a Choice, What Jim Collins Got Right About Discipline. Here we go. Most of us have a story we tell ourselves about why greatness has not happened yet. The market shifted. The budget was cut. The team was not ready. The timing was off. We've all told that story. Some of us have been telling it for years. But here's the problem with that story. It is built entirely on things outside your control. Jim Collins wrote something in Good to Great that I keep coming back to. He said, "Greatness is not a function of circumstance. Greatness, it turns out, is largely a matter of conscious choice and discipline." Conscious choice, discipline. Not genius, not luck, not a once-in-a-generation opportunity landing in your lap. It's a choice. It's practiced deliberately and sustained over time. Collins did not arrive at this from a philosophy seminar. He arrived at it from data, from studying companies that made a sustained leap from good performance to great performance. And when he looked for what explained the difference, it was not the hand they were dealt. It was what they chose to do with it. That's a significant finding. Because most executive strategy is built around optimizing circumstances. We wait for the right quarter, the right headcount, the right board alignment. And while we're waiting, we are outsourcing our greatness to conditions that we can't control. Here's where a lot of leaders get this wrong. They hear conscious choice and discipline, and they think Collins is talking about willpower, working harder, being more consistent. That's surface reading. What Collins is pointing to is something structural. It's the decision to define what your standard of leadership looks like, and then to build habits and systems that make that standard the default, not the aspiration. Willpower runs out. Structure does not. So the reframe here is this. Stop auditing your circumstances and start auditing your choices. Where in your leadership are you waiting? Where have you quietly decided that the conditions are not right yet? Where have you deferred a standard you know you should be holding? Those are not circumstance problems, they are choice problems. And choice problems have choice solutions. The leaders I've coached who made this shift didn't suddenly get better circumstances. They stopped letting circumstances be the determining factor. They defined what disciplined leadership looked like for them specifically, and they began building it one decision at a time. That's not motivational, that's operational. Here's what I want you to sit with this week. Identify one leadership behavior you've been meaning to practice, but have been waiting on some condition to enable. Maybe it's giving clearer feedback. Maybe it's protecting strategic thinking time. Maybe it's showing up with more presence in your one-on-ones. Now ask yourself, what is actually standing between you and that behavior right now? Be honest about whether the answer is truly a circumstance or whether it's a choice you've not made yet. Because Collins is telling us something important. Greatness is not waiting for you on the other side of better conditions. It's waiting for you on the other side of a decision. Jim Collins gave us a gift with that line, and it's worth receiving fully. Circumstance is not the variable. You are. Not because you're superhuman, but because the work of building discipline is ordinary, daily, and available to you right now. Not when the market stabilizes, not when the team gels, not when the runway extends. Now, with what you have, by what you choose. That is what great leaders understand, and it is what separates the ones who wait from the ones who build.